and welcome back to another episode of Joyride with the Rainbow Goddess. In today's plant-based party power segment of my show, where I teach you plant-based recipes, I'm going to go through a whole process of how to make a super complete plant-based meal that is also gluten-free. This meal is my favorite kale salad, which I like to make a few times a week and have it in the fridge so that I have something fresh to eat every single day. And I'm also going to pair that with a cooked beet salad. So this meal is high in vitamins and minerals and fiber and antioxidants. It's detoxifying, it's energizing, it's alkalizing, it's also high in fatty acids, and it's super delicious. Because they do take a while. They maybe take like at least 20 minutes. It really depends on the size of your beets. So that's why that is step one. Now, step two is going to be to cook my quinoa, because that's also gonna take about 20 minutes. We're going to simmer it on low. And then I'm going to cover it. Okay. So while my quinoa cooks, I'm going to make the dressing for my greens. Now, the greens that I have were the kind that you buy that are already like pre-cut and washed. And these are actually baby kale, so they don't really have to be cut too much. But usually you would stem your kale and you would put it in water with apple cider vinegar and you would wash it out there. And instead of then straining it out, you actually want to grab your kale out because all of the dirt will fall to the bottom. And then you want to either put it in a salad spinner or squeeze it with your hands to remove the excess water. So for our dressing, I'm going to use my Vitamix, and I like to make enough dressing for more than one salad so that next time I go to make the salad, I already have my dressing ready. For this dressing, we're going to use Now, if you notice, the elements of my dressing are there's something sweet, there's something sour, fatty, there's something salty, and the spice. And the spices are the garlic and the cumin. So you can replace these with other types of vinegars, other types of oils, other types of spices, other types of sweeteners to have a variety of different dressings, but you can follow this outline.
Even though this is a dressing that I make all the time, I still like to test it out just in case. That is so yummy. So yummy. Goodness. I'm sure I can't be in the kitchen without getting a little bit messy.
Okay, so now I'm going to massage my kale with the dressing. And it is so important to massage your kale because this is what helps to break it down and it makes it easier on your digestion. And it also makes it way nicer to eat, to have soft greens. So you're reducing the work for your jaw. Sometimes I also add some shredded coconut and nutritional yeast to this. And you're going to dress it to your taste. I like mine very dressed, but like my mom likes it a little bit lighter. So it just depends on you how much you want to put in there. Okay, so that looks perfect. It got a darker green, it kind of wilted down. And now I'm going to add some fresh shredded cabbage. And I'm also going to massage that in a little bit. And I'm gonna taste my kale to make sure that it's got the right amount of dressing for my taste. Oh my god, that is so delicious. Now I'm going to shred this carrot to add it to my salad with my handy dandy hand shredder. I'm gonna kind of rub it into the carrots a little bit so that the carrots get that nice dressing as well. Perfect, so my salad is ready. And I'm doing this so that I can separate the purple onion slices so they're not stuck together. And if you chop it really finely, it's okay if there was a little bit of stem. Time to clean between tasks. I'm going to start by adding a little bit of coconut oil to my pan. Beautiful. Let's just go ahead and do this. So I'll put that there. I wonder how my beets are doing. Oops. Oh my. That like straight up bled on me. Yeah, my beets are doing really well. I think they might be done. So while my pecans toast, I also wanted to make a dressing for my beets. And for this dressing, a 1/4 cup coconut oil, a 1/4 cup soy sauce. And the reason why I'm doing everything in this size is because the Vitamix needs like a certain amount to work. So at least we need this much. A 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, 1 teaspoon of whole Dijon mustard, 1 teaspoon of fennel seed. I'm gonna move my pecans a little bit. Ooh, they're starting to smell nice. And I'm also going to put some fresh cracked pepper in here. And I will also put a little bit of sweetener in here. Now, this is a dressing I've never made before. I'm just going by the rules that I told you. So hopefully it turns out really nice. These are almost ready for their spices. Wow, that's really delicious. So there we have the pecans. They're starting to get nice and toasty. I'm gonna turn down the flame to very low. I'm gonna just throw a bit of sugar on them. Not like too crazy much because I just want them to be like ever so slightly caramelized. I'm gonna throw a little pinch of salt on them. A little tiny bit of nutmeg. Nutmeg is very strong, so it really doesn't need too much. And a little bit of black pepper. And there we go. And we're just gonna let that sugar caramelize on there and get those spices nice and toasted. So I'm just gonna put that there. Great. And we're gonna let this cool off because once we let it cool off, they actually get a little bit more crispy. So the beets are ready. I'm gonna drain them. And you can use cold water to peel them. So you're gonna get the cold water on there. You're gonna rinse them out a little bit just to get rid of that excess heat so you don't burn your hands. And then you can just start pushing the skin off. Okay, so that's done. Our pecans are done and this guy is done. So now I'm just gonna check my quinoa. Let me test it out. It's perfect. And since this pot is already got quinoa in it, I'm just gonna use that pot because that way I don't have to dirty an extra dish. Dressing on there. And I'd rather go a little shy on the dressing at first and then test it out. And if I want to add more, I can add more. If I put too much right away, then I'm screwed. That's it. I like the red quinoa because it's got more of a bite to it versus the white quinoa, which I think gets mushy really fast. So before we start plating this salad, I'm going to taste the quinoa salad. Make sure that it's all good. I could use more dressing. I think I might just, I don't know. I feel tempted to put all of it because there's not that much left, but that's how you can make mistakes. There we go. Now let's try it. Let's see, focus in. Oh, there we go. I also decided to make a little chickpea pancake to go with my salad. In my next episode, I am going to teach you how to make chickpea pancakes. They can be sweet, they can be savory. I usually make them savory. I think that they are so delicious, they're so easy to make, and they're like crazy satisfying. So let's try this out.
I've got a beet right there.
Honestly, I haven't even taken a bite of the chickpea pancake yet. I'm gonna say this meal actually did not need it, but I bet it's gonna be delicious with it too. Oh yeah, no, that actually, that does take it up to the next level. Wow, this is really freaking good. My mom actually just served herself and she was like, I don't even like beets and I love this salad. She got seconds already. She's over there eating it. I swear, I always get people telling me that there's like some ingredient that I use that they normally don't like. They might even hesitate to try it, but as soon as they try it the way I made it, boom, all of a sudden, they're lovers of it. I mean, probably not if somebody else made it, but in my dish, they are. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. There's a lot of recipes, and I know that the ingredients were listed as I was going through it, but also the ingredients, the whole recipes, are going to be in my description below. So make sure to look at my description below for the full recipes. Thank you so much for watching. Have a healthy, happy week.